Maybe we start, okay, and people can join when they come. So, welcome to this Discovery Lecture Series, and I'm really pleased to welcome Dr. Júlia, Marques, Carvalho, and Silva from Brazil. We have collaborated with each other for quite many years. When I was in Canada, in Athabasca University, that time she actually did her postdoc there. And then, since then, we have been working on a number of things together. So, today she will be talking about smart teaching assistants, how to help teachers to help the students. So, very good. And that's so she will kind of, you can move around, but that's
yes. We test a little bit early, so I try to keep it in a good sound for everybody that is probably watching or watching later this video on YouTube. So first of all, thank you for having me here. Thanks for the invitation of me here. This is my third time in Texas, but it's my first time here in north of Texas. I don't know why you keep coming here, because there's a lot of places in USA, but since last year it's my third time here. So I'm just like a cowboy right now. I just need my boots, and I'll be dancing like cowboys and country music. So, today I'm going to talk a little bit of the projects that we are holding in my institution. So, first part of my presentation, I'm going to present you my institution just to know a little bit our context and our culture. So, where I'm in, I'm just from Brazil, so I hope you know where is Brazil, because we just had Olympic Games there and we have World Cup, so I hope you know where is this country. So I'm just in the southest part of the country. It's called Rio Grande do Sul, so it's near Uruguay and Argentina. We do speak Portuguese, no Spanish, even though we cannot understand it. And my institution is spread in different cities in this state. Currently we are in 16 different cities, so it's a little bit hard to work because, for example, I'm here in the yellow dot, and we have some campus that is something about 7 hours driving, so it's a little bit far from each other part. So my city especially, it's the center of the institution, and this city is known by the city of the wine and grape. So please come visit me. You're gonna really enjoy the week. We have a lot of grape and a lot of wineries, and you can see this is the main entrance of the city. It's a barrel of the wine, and also in the city you can see a lot of wineries. So if you want to join us during the summertime, it's January and February, you're gonna see everything green. You can also take some grapes and just prepare your wine by yourself. So it's quite interesting. But I think the most amazing thing that we have in the town, you're gonna love it. We have a wine fountain in downtown area. So some people just like to go and take a cup and drink some wine, but it's not wine, it's just water. But it's also funny, so please come visit me if you want to take some funny things and if you enjoy wine. And I don't drink wine, that's a bad thing. Okay, so talk about my institution. We are spread in 17 different campuses in our state. We have more than 2,000 teachers and staff working in the last year. Now we just keep growing. It's a new institution. So I'm just stop a little bit to explain our educational system so you can better understand what I'm talking about. Recently, the government created what we call federal institutions. It's more similar to your colleges. So in the past we have some universities and we have high schools. So since the student finished the high school, he goes to university. But now we just create these federal institutions. What means we just have students from high school, so he can not only have math, chemistry, biology, but also something that is going to prepare him to work, so just a profession. And he can keep in our institution doing short programs like 2 or 3 years technological course program, and also we have a little bit of bachelor's and also master's. So we go from 14 years old up to master's. So it's a little bit challenge for us because sometimes we are just teaching in the mornings high school students. There is a lot of energy, and during the night we have elderly people that wants to know a little bit more. They cannot write or do some math, so they just back to our school to finish the high school as well. But we also have a post-secondary and undergraduate, and we just started with the master's program. So totally we have more than 200 course programs and more than 16,000 students. And since last year we start some online course. So last year we had 13 online course. We use Moodle platform for those courses because it's for free, and we can make some changes in the environment to achieve our goals. And with these 13 courses we have more than 2,500 students. So what I do in this institution, in the past I worked in 2 universities. It was private universities, and now I just changed to this federal institute. In this institute everything's for free, so students don't need to pay anything for study there, even for the food. Or sometimes the students live in our institute, so can live, they have the food, laundry, and the studies, and the books, and everything they want. So even transportation sometimes, so it's everything for free. They don't need to worry about anything. So in this institution I've been teaching most for high school students. I do love them. I just don't like masters. I hope nobody's listening it. But high school students, it's very easy to teach them. They are so brilliant, you can ask anything, they're gonna do it. So I do love to teach them. And in my case, I teach PHP for them, HTML, so everything that is based, it's web-based. So all the web language I teach them. And since last year, I just got a new position of distance learning coordination. And currently, all of our department is here because we are just one people to do the course, to implement Moodle, to give feedback for students. I just lost my password. Can you help me? Yes, I can. So everything is under my shoulders. And also I'm student supervisor, so I have students from high school. They do write papers, they do go to conference, so everything that we do usually to PhD students, I do with high school students. So all this project that I'm gonna show you, I do with my high school students that I'm gonna present to you later. So the first thing that I want to talk to you about the project, I want to keep the same definition as you have what it means smart for you. Because sometimes in artificial intelligence we can, okay, I will use a lot of different techniques, but in my case I just want to use the word smart. So let's see if I have the same concept as you of what is smart for us. So for example, I want to do something. I want you to buy 3 things in the grocery. So milk, bread, and eggs. How do you do this? Maybe you can do this. You go to the grocery store and you're gonna buy a milk for me and you back home. Then I asked you 3 things, milk, bread, and eggs. Then you go back to the grocery and take me the bread. And you go again to the grocery and take me the eggs. Is this a smart thing to do? Probably no, because you can go to the grocery and take the 3 things in one time. So this is something smart. So this is my concept of smart in my project. It's nothing hard level, it's not something very different, using a lot of techniques, a lot of computational skills, but just make something easy for teachers. Another thing that I want to ask you, if we are in the cloud day, should we bring an umbrella or not? I'm just gonna to my work and I see a lot of clouds. and I need to make a decision. Should I bring my umbrella or not bring my umbrella? I don't know. Some people would say, yes, I will take my umbrella with me. Some people would say, I don't care if it's just a little bit of rain. I just love rainy days. Even in the summertime, like here in Texas, almost hot all the year, so I don't care about it. So other thing that I want to show is that a smart concept is not the same thing for everybody. You can think this is a smart thing. Other people can say, okay, for me it's not a smart thing, it's just an ordinary stuff. So I'm going to present the things that we did, and after you can decide if it's smart or not. So in our studies, I've been working with learning technologies for a long time, and online course. And when we start to see the papers, the conference, there's a lot of work related to students. But there's a few studies related about the teachers. So most of the studies just care about the students, their learning styles, how they are learning, how I can make something adaptive, how can I build better learning objects, but I cannot find things for teachers. And why we cannot find things designed for teachers? So this was our start. So in our case, we want to develop things that can benefit teachers. So how can we develop new things, or how can we use things that already exist in our platform to improve teachers' daily tasks? So sometimes we have so many things that we do in our routine that it takes time for us, and we can just have something that just make it easy. So that's why we created this project. So to begin the project, the first thing that we do in almost researches is to check it out what we have nowadays. So first thing, we selected our research in 3 different aspects. We want to develop new plugins or use already plugins, or even though change a little bit, improve them. So we want to take a look in the plugins that already exist for Moodle. We are using Moodle platform. And why Moodle? Because we use Moodle in our institution. It's for free. A lot of people use. I know you don't use here. Sorry. So I hope somehow it can help you with Blackboard. Second thing we are taking a look is on the papers. What the researchers are doing about teachers and learning platforms. And then we ask teachers what they think about everything that is available to learn management systems. So about the plugins. Moodle is a platform that you can just set up in your server and you can start to use. But if you want to improve it, if you want to attach new features, you can use what they call plugins. So you add a little piece of software in your Moodle that you can customize or make something special for your institution. So if you want to go to the Moodle website, you can find a lot of different plugins. When we started this research in 2015, we found out there is more than 160 plugins available in Moodle platform. And these plugins we call the official plugins. So each university or just someone a programmer just developed a new plugin and wants to submit to the platform, they're gonna check if it's good or not and gonna publish in their website. But we know there is a lot of more plugins that people will share. So official plugins, we have more than 100 plugins. And then we analyze all these plugins to check if there's something special, something different that we can use with teachers. So we analyzed more than 498 plugins. And why just half of the total of plugins? Because we just discard some plugins that is not focused on teachers. So for example, we have some plugins that just helps with login process or enrollment process, so things that is not related to teachers. So we just discard those things that is not going to be useful for our researcher. Second thing, we found out that from the 498 plugins that we analyzed, only 107 was designed somehow for teachers. So there's something related to teachers that can benefit them in one sense, like plagiarism. So they help teachers to find if there's some homework or assignments that is going to probably is a call for another student. But only 80 plugins, we found that they for sure help teachers by automating something in their daily tasks. So our goal in our research, from more than 1,000, just 8 plugins that helps teachers. So this was our first part of the research. The second part, we just took a look in the papers. So we know there is a lot of different conference. We have high-level conference, but in this research, we just want to focus on papers that was published in one conference, and the conference called Moodle Brazil. So Moodle is different conferences that are held all over the world. So you have Moodle USA, you have Moodle UK. So each country has its own conference, and this conference only discuss about Moodle. So managers, programmers, teachers, they share the experience from Moodle. And one thing that occurs in Moodle Brazil is, for being there, for participating to the conference, you need to submit a paper. So in different countries, you just go there. It's like more a fair than a conference. In our case, it's more like a conference. So you need to submit a paper, and then you're going to share your experience like a regular conference. So that's why we select this conference and more related to our curriculum. So we analyzed 346 papers. This conference started in 2007 and keep going every single year. So we have a lot of papers. And from all papers that we analyzed, we check out that 246 brings something related to educational aspects. What it means? Teachers that are sharing the experience of using Moodle with another teachers. Oh, I use Moodle to help students to learn more about math, for example. So they are sharing the experience. And 133, they talk about technological aspects. So I just developed a new feature, I just found out something very new in Moodle, so they share things that they developed and they find in Moodle platform, focus on technological stuff. And then another thing that we just analyzed was about the focus of the paper. So more than 190 is focused on the students' needs. So something that I just use it with students or gonna help students. 126 is focused on teachers, and 95 is focused on managers. How can I just join my Moodle with the systems of the university to make it easy? So that's an overview of these papers. But back to the question, are there papers related to teachers and how I can make the teacher's life more easy? We just found 13 papers. So from more than 300, only 13 explores this theme. And then the third part was we did a survey with teachers. So how do we do this survey? We want to know who they are and what they think about Moodle platform, but not only Moodle, any platform that they use for online classes. So we just back in these papers, we analyzed all those papers. So we think, oh, maybe these people, there's something they can tell us about their experience using Moodle. So all the authors of these papers, we invited to answer this survey, because somehow they are teachers, they have an experience of learning management system, and more specifically in Moodle. So we asked for the authors answer those questions. So we invited more than 355 people to respond, and only 78 answered our message. And we asked them if they had already used any LMS, and 97% have answered. And we asked also for those people how long they have been using Moodle or any other platform. And the average of use of any platform was 8 years. And this thing is very important for us because we are asking people what they think about platforms, learn platforms, and the average of these people that are answered is 8 years. So it's a lot of time of usage, they have a lot of experience. So we do need to believe what they are saying in this survey. Also, we asked how they use the platform. So 100% have been teaching using online platform. That's a good thing for us. It's our goal.
Julia,
Yes. Please, only questions. Anytime when you want to stop me, interrupt it, please. Questions. I don't want to talk alone. So thank you.
So 8.42 years average, but what is the standard deviation?
Sorry?
Like, what is the standard deviation for that?
I don't
know. It can happen that two people have 20 years and rest have very little.
No. I think it's short one. It's not. There's no more than 50 years, and
Sorry,
the average 15 years.
15,
It's
15.
the top one, but most of them is average. And I think no? Okay. So teachers both teaching using face-to-face, so they just use Moodle for helping them in face-to-face course, and also distance learning, and their skills in LMS are advanced for most of them. So let's see what they say about not just Moodle but all the platforms. The first thing that they complain about is the difficulties they have. They make sure they assume that more than 90% of the responders have some difficulties using LMS. It may be Moodle, Blackboard, whatever they use it, they have a lot of difficulties or they faced some difficulties during their life using learn management systems. So we asked, what is your opinion? What are the difficulties and suggestions that you have to improve learn platforms? So we just take a better view in this first part that is related to our project, but I will list all the things that they said. So related about course management. So they have some difficulties of following discussion in forums. So if you've ever been in forums discussion, you may have like a post, then a lot of posts, and then someone just go back and answer a post in the middle of discussion. Somehow teachers have the difficulty of following all the new message that is just in the middle of discussion because people usually go down. So I want to know if there's something new, I just scroll down and see the new message in the bottom part of the page. But forums may have messages in the middle, so it's hard for them to find out these new messages in the middle of the conversation. They also have some difficulties on managing multiple course and activities. So when I have a lot of assignments, a lot of groups to check, I've got a little bit lost. They feel a lack of reports that can help them, smart assistance, they want something that can help them, and notification of work not submitted by students. What means teachers want to know if I have assignment and there is a deadline for this assignment and some student did not deliver those assignments, I want to know, I want to be notified because I can talk to them, I can do something, I don't know, I can do something with the students. Maybe it's about network, maybe it's they even don't know about this assignment, so they want to know things in their course. Another thing that they talk to us is about interface. If you have ever tried to use a Moodle platform, it's not an easy thing. Some people complain about, oh, it's a lot of information, I don't know, it's very confused, the interface for some teachers. So they complain about the usability, it's a poorly designed interface, they want more accessible tools, and they want to customize the environment. So I want to do different things for different courses. Another problem that we found out with this research is sometimes teacher even doesn't know what is the goal of learning management system. So they want the learning management system do everything for them. Learning management systems are designed for just give kind of virtual classroom. So you need to prepare your content before. You need to use another tools to improve your online course, but they just mix everything. They just want to go to the learning platform and okay, today I'm gonna teach, give me one subject that I'm gonna teach today, database. So I wanna teach database and prepare the class for me. No, learning management system will not do this for you. They're not gonna select the best YouTube video or a nice learning object. You need to do by your own. You're organized as a teacher, then you're gonna put in your course. So most of teachers still doesn't think like this. So they ask a lot of different things. There is no native LMS features like gamification. They want to do something using gamification in Moodle. They want to record class and do web conference. Moodle was not designed for this as Blackboard. So you need different tools for do those stuff. They want to enhance the weak feature. It's something that is really a problem in Moodle. They want to do some content production. So Moodle is not designed for produce something. You just insert things already done. So they want to creation of collaborative activities. Moodle has a lot of different kind of activities that you can do with the students to collaborate, but teachers doesn't know how to use it. You have glossary, you have database, you have workshop. There's a lot of different features that you can use for collaborative, but teachers, most of them, they doesn't know about it. Recommendation system and integration of social networks. So there's a lot of different things that they want to use in Moodle. Also, they complain about some bugs, infrastructures, that some schools has no access to internet, and also they want more training to use Moodle, and they want time. So they are complaining about I don't have time to use Moodle or any platform. So this one we cannot help them. Oh, sorry. So we did all the 3 steps. We check out what is the technologies available nowadays with the plugins. We took a look at the papers that we have related to Moodle and teachers, and also we asked them what's their opinion about Moodle. So thinking about all those things that we learn, we start to develop some tools that help us in Moodle usage. So I'm going to present all those tools. Please ask any question whenever you want about those tools. So the first thing we developed was the last actions report. So let's tell a story for you so you can better understand my point of view. So we are some teachers, and we want to know what my students have done recently. I just have, for example, 4 courses that I teach, and I want to know what they are doing in my course. So in Moodle, this is the main screen. I don't know if everybody have any contact with Moodle before, or just Blackboard. Yes, no? Just one? Okay, so I will explain a little bit. Moodle is kind of Blackboard. You just log in, and the first page that you're gonna find is a list of the course that you are enrolled or you are a teacher. So you're gonna find all the course in the first page. Once you click in the name of the course, you're gonna bring to this screen. So here we have 3 different parts. So it's the navigation, so everything that you need to click to go through different areas of the course. A lot of plugins or blocks that you can help you in the course. So if I want to search in forums or have lesson news, some events, calendar, whatever you want to put here. And in the middle, here we have the course. So all the contents and all the activities, it's gonna be here in this middle area, okay? So the things that teacher wants to know, it's here. I want to know if all my students have seen those forums and if my students have submitted something in my assignments. So how do I know in Moodle? So, first thing, when you just start a new course in Moodle, you're gonna receive a gift. This gift is called a forum. That is more than announcement forum. So it's a forum that you will have there, and you can send, you can post message. So all the students are gonna receive those messages. So this is my first. Oh, sorry. This is my first forum. That is just announcement forum. No one of the students can put something in this forum. Just me, just the teacher. So we have 2 more forums here, and I want to know if the students have posted something in these forums. So we just gonna click the first one, and then okay, oops, there is no discussion in this forum. So everybody's shy in my course. So let's back to the second forum, and again, oops, nobody's discussion. Oh, that's sad. Nobody wants to talk to me or talk to another students. So let's see if at least they did something in their assignments. So first assignment, it's not collaborating with me this. First assignment here, we have 3. Everybody can see there are 3 lines. So the first one is the first assignment, and I click, and I see the assignment summary. So we have 20 students in this course, and 10 have submitted. So I need to grade those 10 assignments. So let's grade it. So I go to the next screen, and here I have all the students, everything they submitted here, the files, and I will put my grades here. So that's okay. Let's grade. So okay, I finished the graded part. So let's check the second one, if everybody's doing something. So I just click, oh, again, 20 students and 10 had submitted. So let's grade this 10. And then I grade again the students, and then I'm done. I'm gonna back to the third one. And then I hear 20 students, but just 2 students have submitted something. So let's grade the students again, and I'm finished for my first course. And I just have 3 assignments. Sometimes I have more assignments. Did you get tired of this? No? I get tired of clicking. And just 1 course. Sometimes I have 11 courses. So it's a big deal. So what we did, we developed a new report called Last Actions. So with 1 click, teacher can see all the assignments or all the activities that have in Moodle. So the same assignments that we just saw, and the name of the students and what they did in the last 7 days. So teacher just click and have an overview what is happening in my course. So in this report, we don't provide information about if the students have seen some learning objects, but something that require our attention for grading or for in feedback. So we provide here all the information about the last 7 days. But sometimes, oops, it's hard because I need to go to this plugin, I need to go to this report every week for every course. No, we also provide the same one by email. So every day, if there's something new in my course, we receive an email with all the things that just happened in the last 24 hours. So the report shows the last 7 days, but this message is gonna send every day. If it has something new in my course, I'm gonna receive 1 email with all my course and all the contents that is something changed. Okay? So second thing we developed, we call the reminder homepage. So I told you that you have some steps when you log in on Moodle. So you first log in, then you have the homepage of Moodle, when you can find the list of the course that you have as students or as teacher. So we just changed this homepage. So after logging, we're gonna see the homepage. As a teacher, what do I want to know? I don't want to know all the course that I have, because I know the course that I have. But I want to know what I need to do is there anything that I need to grade? Is there something that I need to answer a forum, or I need to post a feedback? What should I do? So we just provide for teachers a kind of, it's not a dashboard because it's more simple, but it's a list of things that I need to do for all the course that I'm teaching. So sorry it's in Portuguese, but I try to help you. So we have 3 different parts. The first part is all the next activities, all the next things that are gonna happen in my course. So for the next 7 days, if I ask an assignment or if I ask something for students, gonna be presented in the first part. And then the second part, I'm gonna have all the things that needs my attention. So here I have 2 assignments, and I have the name of the assignment, the deadline of the assignment that I just input on Moodle, what is the course that is related, and how many submissions I need to grade, and all the things that I already graded. So it's one screen for teacher knows what should I need to do in all my course. This was the homepage, so all the course that you have is going to present it here. And we also developed the same feature for students. So once the students log in, they're going to see almost the same screen, but they're going to see 3 different parts. The next activities, the things that they didn't do in the last days, and the things they done in the last days, the 30 days, it's our goal. So the students can just check, oh, okay, I need to do this, I need to do that, so they don't need to go to all the course and check if there's something different or there's something that is teacher just is put in the course for the last days. Everything's gonna be here. Why? In some programs we have more or less 90 different courses, so students get crazy. So for 1 week they have 19 different teachers asking different things for them. So here it's quite easier for them just to check all the things that I have these next days. Another thing that we did was provide the same feature by an app. So we know there is a Moodle app. There is a lot of information, but we want to do things easy. So if students just log in, or teachers, they can log in their app, and we're gonna present the same screen for them. So here is a screen for a student. So the next assignments or the next activities they have, the previous one that they didn't, so that's why it's red, and all the things he delivered in the past 30 days, so it's all green, so he can see it. So this app works for teachers, for students, and one thing that we developed, it was also access for parents or someone that carries the students. So as we work with high school students, we need to provide some information for parents. So they want to know what they are doing, if there's any exam for tomorrow, if they need to bring something to the school, so they can check here. And we have push notification, so they hate me about this because, oh, I just have my dinner and beep, 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 start my mobile saying, oh, you have a test tomorrow, so don't forget. So it's quite interesting for students. And we also have feedback from 2 families. One of them, the students has TDAH, it's autism, something.
Oh, okay.
Yes. So the students cannot remember all the stuff they have in the classroom. So mom asked me, oh, can you send me everything that my son needs to do in the school? No, sorry, I can't. It's 19 different courses. I cannot ask every single day for these teachers, please send me. So with this platform, it was very useful for her. And also we have a blind student in undergraduate course that her grandmother takes care about her. So she can know everything that is going on in the course and help the girl with her studies. So for us, it's more than just develop something, but help these kind of people. So the next thing we did was the students report. So we just saw two plugins that we developed that help teachers. But one thing that teachers want to know, I want to have an overview of everything my students are doing in the course. Not just about the activities, but everything that is related of my course. So I want to know if they're reading the learning objects, if they're watching the videos that I'm providing. I want to know an overview of everything on my course. So if you just take a look in the Moodle reports, you can find those answers. You have different kinds of reports that is going to provide my Moodle. I'm going to just present a little bit of each one. So, oops. In this first report, I can see all the contents that I have in my system and all the activities and the view numbers. So in this case, my forum is the most accessed, more than 6,000 times, but my quizzes, students don't like to do quizzes in my course, so just few. But I don't know, for me it says nothing. I just know that, okay, forum is popular, but why is popular? Because every time I need to check a message, I just click and click and click, so I have a lot of clicks. And for sure, my quizzes are not that good number, but I just go to a quiz one time, so I don't need to back. So it doesn't tell me a lot of my course. So I can go to this second report, that I can see all the students, but I need to fill in this form each content that I want to check. So the first learning object, and then the video, forum, assignment, quiz. So I need to go each one, and then he's gonna provide me all the information, the student's name, and if they have submitted. In this case is a assignment. So if he submitted, gonna say yes. If he won't, no. And how many times he read the assignment. So that's a good tool, but it's not enough. And if you want to go deeper, you can go to the logs. So in the logs report, you see everything: the day they had access, the name of the students, what they did in which course, and how it was using mobile or web, and where, which is the IP address. But it's a lot of information that it's very hard to teachers use this information. So what we did, we developed a new report. They're going to present all the information that we show in the same sequence of the course. So all the contents here, the name of the students in the top, and here how many times each student have access all those contents. So for example, this first one is a web page, and I can see some students have access twice, sometimes 3 times, 1 time, so I can check how many times they have access. And in the case of an assignment that is here, I can see also how many times they have access, and also if they did submit or not. So it's one page with everything. I just can have an overview of all my course and all the students. It's kind of merging all the reports that we presented before. Another thing that happens, I don't know if you have this, but in my case, when I offer online course, I have the teacher, that's me, and I have some students that helps me in teaching. So they are kind of teaching assistants. I don't know if you have here, but in my case, I want to know if they are really working, and I want to know if they are really doing their job, doing the feedback, they are grading, if they are answering their questions. So we just developed this new report that is called Tutors Report. So I want to know if they are really working, if they're doing their job. So back into the example, we have an assignment here, and we are gonna know if they are grading this assignment, if they are providing feedback for the students. So I just back to the summary. I have 45 students, 40 of them had submitted, but still I have 12 that needs to be graded. So I go to the next screen. I can see all the students' information, their contribution here, and the grade here. But in this screen, I cannot see who did it. I don't know who gave 100 to this student, who give this grade for this student, and I want to know. So we developed this report that keeps all the same sequence of the course, And here I have the names of the tutors. So just the teachers or tutors in our system. And I can see who did what in each activity. So here I have two girls, and both girls are working. So one of them is for this assignment that we just took a look. She graded 16 students, the another girl 17, but this boy did nothing. So I need to talk to him. What's going on? Do you wanna stay on the project? Do you wanna be fired? So do you have any problem with the process? So I can see how they are doing and help them with this. And sometimes I have big classrooms, like more than hundreds of students, and I just share students in different groups for each tutors. So I just, 50 is for you, 50 is for you, 50 is for you, 50 is for you. But your 50s just give up, they drop out. So I can manage this. Everybody with you is doing great, so let's share with another tutors. So I can manage my tutors in the system. This is a lot of problem, because we know that nobody wants to be evaluated, even students or teachers. So in this report, we evaluated the skills of tutors to be online teaching. So we just select 6 affective parameters. So we analyze them by punctuality, commitment, communicability, sociability, initiative, and meticulousness to check if the teachers and tutors are doing great in the learning management system. So we worked with psychologists, with a lot of teachers that are teaching online to establish this model. Is a mathematical model that we applied in Moodle, and use the Moodle information to provide these parameters to managers, see if they are doing great in online teaching. So this is me, the first one. So I'm very good in punctuality because I just answer very fast. I'm very commitment. I have good communicability, but I'm really bad in sociability. What it means? I'm very good with words. I can answer feedbacks, I can answer students very well, but I just talk with my preferred students. I don't talk to everybody. I just like her and I will just talk to her. I just forget all the other students. So my sociability is very bad. I need to improve. I need to talk more with all the students. But I have a good initiative and I have a bad meticulousness. So it means that I'm not paying attention enough to everything that is occurring in my course. So I need to improve this skill. So for each teacher, I can have all the course and an overview what is their parameter for each affective information that we provide. I just put here, I'm gonna share the presentation if you want to know more about how we calculate it. So, and after this we got some results. So this is the one part that we have some problems, because in my case our institution is very new using Moodle. We have Moodle from 2014 and this project just started in 2015. So most of teachers had no background in Moodle. So we asked, even though we asked them what their opinion about those new tools. So we asked for our teachers. In our institution that time we had 80 teachers, but only 40 had a course or any experience using Moodle, and only 14 had answered our survey. The average age of those participants are between 30 and 40, but the experience using Moodle or any other learning management system are less than a year. So for us, it's not something that we can trust, because they just know Moodle after the changes that we did in the platform. So they have no experience in the past using Moodle. Most of them use for face-to-face course, so they just use Moodle as something to support their class, and they use for higher education. Most of them from math and applied social sciences. They have 1 up to 3 courses in Moodle, and they have intermediate skills in learning management system. So we asked them what they think about the new things, the plugins that we developed, and all the plugins, they like it more than 90%. So they think they are useful, they are helpful, but just one teacher said to us, oh, I don't like that tool that is sent by email. I just received so much email that I want to know. For me, it's too much. I don't want to use the email feature. But I don't know, it's different opinions. What are our future goals for this project? We start to translate it to English and Spanish, so we can put in the Moodle platform, the Moodle website, to share with everybody. Also, we started to share these plugins with our Brazilian universities, so more than 20 universities are using these plugins to test and to check if it's working, so we are receiving their feedback. And in this year we're gonna develop these new tools. So the first one is a way to schedule all the messages that you need to send during the course. So sometimes we just keep offering the same course for many times during the year. So I need to schedule messages like the first week of the course I want to send a welcome message. The second week of my course I want to send, oh, don't forget to submit this assignment. The third week I want to send another message. So I can schedule all the messages from my course, then I'm gonna send it during the course. The second one is notification. So we learn for our experience that when we send an email for a student, they back to the course. They need to be reminded that there is a course that you're doing and you need to come back to learn more. So we want to do a tool that just send this message automatically. So the tool is gonna check all the information about the students. Oh, he did everything in the course, he's just in the beginning, he forgot an assignment. So prepare message that is going to be personalized and sent to students every week. So we are going to develop this tool. And also we are doing some MOOC course. So it's a really short course, it's a MOOC course, but it's really short. And we need a tool to just set the status for each student, if they are complete or not. Because in case of our MOOC course, the students can start the course whenever they want. I want to start right now or next week or next month. So we have students different pace in the course. So we need to check when the student had finished or not, because all this information matters for our government. So we need to provide this information for someone else, and we need to know about this. And talk about this course, I want to invite you to know our platform. I'm gonna show the address later, because we are offering 2 courses of Portuguese. If you want to learn a little bit of Portuguese, you can go there. All the information, the assignments is also in Portuguese and English. So for the first step, if you want to learn, the course is using some gamification techniques and using Moodle. So you can visit our platform. It's for free, you don't need to pay anything. And if you want to know more about our course, I invite you to go to those courses as well. So another thing that I want to talk to you, we do a lot of research. So we are more lab girls and boys, and we develop a lot of stuff. But one thing that we are concerned is we don't want to just develop things and just keep in our campus. We need to provide for everyone to use it. So we did a lot of things great in Moodle, and why just keep here in our institution? So we started this new project in 2015 too. It's called My Virtual School in English. So we provide Moodle for free for all teachers from public schools. So if you are teaching a public school and you want to use Moodle in your classroom as a supporting or as a different activity that you want to have, or just a club that you want to, chess club I want to do in Moodle, whatever, you can have your space in Moodle. So we offer this platform. We train teachers, so you go to schools to train them. We support them with everything they need with password, technical stuff. So we have this project as well. So teachers can have their own space in Moodle with all the tools that we developed using researcher skills. And now we are attending a lot of people. We have more than 400 teachers using this platform and more than 200 different schools, and not just in Brazil, as you can see, but also in Angola and Portugal, because they speak Portuguese as well, so it's easy for them to use. So we are very proud to bring technology for people that doesn't have access. So most of the schools, I don't know if nowadays we change this scenario, but the last time I saw, we are reaching schools from small cities, like the cities that just have one street, less than 10,000 people living there. So this kind of people needs technology. They want to do something different in their schools, so we are providing. So we are not in the big cities, we are just in small cities bringing technology for them. So I need to thank also my team. These are my students. So as I said in the beginning, they are high school students. They started with me when they are in the first high school year, and now they are getting away. They're going to university in the next year. So I'm really proud of them and hope they are gonna see this video, the YouTube video. And if you want to know more about the projects, these are the address, my email if you have any question. Don't worry, if you send me a message from now on, I'll be on vacation. So it's gonna be a reply for you just telling that I'm on vacation, but I'm gonna answer you for sure. This is our lab website, so if you want to know about our papers, plugins, projects, you can find here. Our project for Moodle for public schools, you can find also here. And the Portuguese and other courses that you wanted to learn more, we have a lot of different courses here. You can go to this webpage and you found more information about. And that's it. Questions, please.
I'm actually kind of curious. You said when you were doing your initial research that you worked with psychologists to develop it. Did you have psychologists review what was done afterwards?
Yes, the psychology, yes. Okay. We have a team that we did from the beginning, just the idea, what we should do and the concepts, and then we implement everything. So all the process, it was something like 2 years of the whole process. So now we have the model done, we just apply the model.
Cool. Let me suggest this. Let's stop it here. Let's have something to eat, and we can just sit down and have, informal chat.
Yeah,
that
sure.
might be better. So,
yeah.
So we